Hey everybody, it's Patsy, and I'm here to spend some time with you guys and just check in because it is Christmas, right? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day right now. It's 12/25/2020 at 5:07 p.m. And I came to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah and a Happy Kwanzaa, bountiful Kwanzaa, and a Happy New Year. Um, I've been not doing videos for a little minute, and that doesn't mean I haven't been working. I just haven't been on YouTube for a little bit. But today, I just wanted to come and share something with you, some of the presents that I got from Santa. So, um, no, the universe is good all the time. And my neighbors, I was not able to spend the holidays with my family, and I miss them very much. So I wanted also to shout out my grandchildren and my brothers and my brother and my sisters and my mom, my uncles and cousins and everybody in our families, and just check in. We don't have a lot of folks who are willing to get on the Zoom and all that other stuff, and half of them are not going to even watch this video. But I just want my grandchildren to have this in the future. But at any rate, I wanted to say Merry Christmas to all of you guys, Happy Holidays to everyone, and I wanted to share. My neighbor next door, bless her heart, called me yesterday, texts me, and tells me to come to her door, and she has tamales, pasteles, all ready, and she has a bag of them for me and a plate of food for my son, and thank God for that. So shout out to Maria. And then I'm minding my business, and the phone rings earlier this afternoon, and it's a picture. I look at the picture, and my neighbor says, "Bring it inside. It's edible." And I'm like, she must have texted the wrong person. Now she doesn't live across the street anymore. She moved away a couple of years ago, and she lives further out east. So I'm like, she must be talking to somebody out there and mixed me up. And then they sent a picture, and it was my door. So I come run to the front door. I don't see anything there. I go, oh, the back door. I go to the back door, and there is this beautiful package. And inside is a beautiful 8-inch rum cake just for me. So if I get to eating that, I won't be doing nothing for another couple of days. So I said, let me get on here and share this extra present with you that actually came, you know, in the mail from a distance. So it took it a while, but it got here. And from one of my mail subscribers, which I was very pleased and very blessed to receive this unexpectedly. So again, he knows who he is, and thank you. And what he got us was the Dali tablet, DALI, right? That's the side of the box, and this is the front of the box. Dali Tarot. Now, Dali, DALI, Salvador Dali was a artist, a surrealist painter. The genre was called surrealism. And he died, I think, in, I knew all of this. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that because I'm going to attach some of the videos that I found on YouTube once I got this. I felt like I had to have prerequisites before I even opened the box. So I needed to familiarize myself with Dali. That's what I felt before I even attempted to even take the cellophane off of the box. That's how important this felt to me. Now, just so that you all know, this is the box it comes in. This is the size of this box, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is velvet, okay? Like suede even, all right? Just that kind of velour, maybe, whatever, but it is just so, it could be felt, whatever, but it's just luscious. It opens up like this, right? So it opens real flat, and then you have to like take it apart like a book, and opens like this. Now the inside is black, and this is how it looks. The box of the tarot, which is gold, and this is the guidebook, which is this little smaller than the box, and that fits here. So this is what you get, and this is heavy. This is heavy, this box is heavy, this deck is heavy. So use the ribbon to lift it out. Not like I did, but that's because I laid in it like it. When I opened it up, oh, it was breathtaking. It was breathtaking. I think I might even take pictures of it. So anyway, this is by TASCHEN Publishers. TASCHEN. TASCHEN, right? And let me put it real close so you can see. TASCHEN. And it's the Dali Tarot. So the tarot cards in here, regular tarot cards, but they are based, the artistry, the artwork is based on the work of Salvador Dali, right? He was into Cubism and Surrealism, and there's a picture of Salvador Dali, which we have to show because he is the king of the narcissist, okay? And we could not let him be seen, all right? Salvador Dali. And the pages are purple, and the pictures of him are black and white. It is in 3 different languages, which is English, German, and Spanish, French. Yeah, French. All right. And the writing is in gold. So it's hard to read. You have to be in the correct light for this, which I'm not. But each page is those languages. There's a forward here. Talks about how it was made, the importance of it, the structure of it. Nice illustrations. All the illustrations are in gold and purple inside. This is very royal feeling. It has a royal feeling to it. And then there's a major arcana, and then there are layouts for readings. So what I wanted just to do today, ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. All right, so I just wanted to go through, and then the illustrations of the cards are the size of the card. And then on that side, in white, when you get to this part of the book, you can read it because the background of the page is white, right? And the front of the card. So what I wanted to do is just go through it with you, just to give you this little Christmas treat. Share this. So this is the box again, Dali Tarot, gold. And the cards, 78 cards, just like a regular tarot. They are sealed, you know, with wrap when you take them, when you first get them, but I opened it up. So this is it. This is a reflective gold box. And this is the back of the card. So they're also gold and purple on the back. All right, so I did go through them earlier, so I should have put them back in order, but I'm just going to just flip them and show them to you, right? This is the Two of Swords. Now, these cards have a different definition than an additional definition based on the fact Dali helped, he developed this deck. So this is his interpretations also, along with using the art that he had already made and pulling from his collection and assigning them to each one of the 78 cards of the tarot. So there's deeper meaning behind these cards. If you want to research the actual artwork, you may be getting your own messages even by looking at the art itself. This one is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Cups. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is the 8 of Cups, and every card has Dali's signature on it somewhere. So that's the 8 of Cups, and this is the 5 of Cups. Try to keep the glare off of it. So let's go back over here with the 8, right? Let me see. And this is the 2 of Swords. Again, Dali's signature. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the Ace of Cups. The Emperor. And this is the World. Is it? Yeah, I think so. Oh, could be the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, this could be the 2 of Pentacles. So that's that Atlas carrying that weight. So a burden of making a decision, juggling something. Okay. And this is the 8 of Swords. 2, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 of Swords. And so you'll see characters from the tarot. Like, to me, this is the same dog that is hanging out by the Hermit, right? So dogs talk about loyalty. So this is someone that's being sneaky, and maybe their friends know what's going on too. That's what I got from that. But just looking at it just now, right? This is the 5 of Cups. No, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. The Moon. So you're going to see buildings and things that you may recognize because Dali died within the last like 20 years, right? So he was born in like 1901, and he died, I think, in the 90s or the 2000s. So he was around quite a while. High Priestess. High Priestess. And this brings in information from the Kabbalah, right? And it brings in all kinds of different genres based on the artwork that they use and his own interests. So he was raised Catholic, and then over time he got into spirituality. He did a lot of work with Sigmund Freud, identifying his narcissism. He was a bisexual, that he didn't own it. He was married, and his wife Gala, Gala, she was a divorced woman, and it caused him and his father to have a rift because she was married when they met. And Dali claims that she's the only woman that he ever had intercourse with. Only woman, underline woman, that he ever had intercourse with. And so therefore, that was it. He never cheated on her, as we would say. He never had intercourse with any other women. but he did have sexual orgies and things like that, but he just would not penetrate other women. That's basically what was going on. But he did have liaisons and relationships with men. And he had threesome relationships with his wife and other women that he found attractive over the years. But they ended up getting married, and they remained together until she passed away. And just an interesting story. His mother died when he was a young boy, and his father married his mother's sister, his aunt. His father married his aunt after his mother died, but it wasn't a problem because he loved his aunt, so that was cool. He never resented that. But the father had a problem with him marrying, being interested in this woman who was married because what? Anyway, hypocrisy, right? And we know how parents are with that. So it's been going on for centuries, folks. Nothing new. Do as I do, do as I say, not as I do, right? So that was that's some of the background of Dali that maybe you might find interesting. Here we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. And Dali did lots of interviews. He liked to be in the spotlight. Got a lot of criticism from other artists. This is the one. This is the Four of Swords. He got lots of criticism. Oh, this was the Ten of Swords. And that is kind of like the Last Supper. Reminiscent. The painting that he had used was like the last. A lot of this ties into biblical and Catholicism and that type of stuff. Also, this art, his art. Some of the art was made specifically for the deck, though, I believe. But he oversaw this deck. He also made a video, a movie with Walt Disney with this art in it, and I found that also, and I'll remember to attach that so you guys can kind of see the influence that even today his work has on the music and the art that we watch now. So this was the Knight of Wands, and this was the Two of Wands. Yeah, I think this is the Two of Wands, and this was the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. And this was Four of Wands. And this one is two adults and a child. Not like in the other regular deck, we have two adults and two children. So this is three people. Oh, and this figure here could be seen as an adult and a child. Interesting. Okay, whatever. That's just what my eyes took me to. That's interesting. And then there's music here as roof. There's music, lyrics. And this is the Eight of Wands. And you can go on to that TASCHEN website and look at these cards also. This is the Sun. And it gives you a hint also on what astrological signs the cards are associated with also, right? You see Leo with the lion there. Some of them are, this is the High Priest, and it's Taurus, the sign is down there in the corner. but again, referencing the Torah, Kabbalah, Roman numerology. This is the high priest, and these are in Spanish. Yeah, some of these are Spanish words, some of them are Italian. Dali said he spoke 5 different languages, so that's why there's mixtures of different languages also on this tarot. He because they were like, "What is that you're speaking?" And he said it was Croatian, Spanish, French, English, and German. Yeah, if you hear his interviews when he's speaking English, you'll see, and you have to really pay attention and follow him because it sounds like gibberish, but really, if you pay attention, it's not. If you're listening to it with spirituality in mind, I think, because I was able to understand it. And he did an interview with Dick Cavett. He comes on Dick Cavett, which was a talk show back in the day, and he brings an anteater on a leash. And Lillian Gish, who is like I think she won like the first Oscar. Like she's like the first Oscar winning actress, I believe, Lillian Gish. I think she has a theater named after her in Manhattan. But like she's like in her 80s or whatever. Very refined lady. And Satchel Paige, who was a black baseball player, Negro Leagues, right? Very famous, right? And so Lillian Gish and Satchel Paige are on stage, and Dick Cavett brings out Salvador Dali with this anteater on a leash. And this thing starts climbing up on Miss Gish, and then it starts climbing up on Satchel Paige, and you have to see the hilarity. Seeing him trying to compose himself on national television, but he's scared of this anteater. But Salvador Dali had a thing for anteaters and rhinoceroses. Something to do with their horns, male virility, that type of thing. Okay, King of Swords. I'm telling you, this is some wildness. This is okay. The reason why this also is making me so like, it's taking me somewhere. This whole experience of receiving this deck is when I was in college. I happened to have 2 prints in my room that happened to be Salvador Dali, and I didn't realize that until recently that that's who the artist was. But they were one of them at least was controversial because I had it out in the living quarter, like the general area, right? So we had like a 2-bedroom, two bedrooms, and a single bedroom. I had a single bedroom, right? Because I was a sophomore, and my roommates were all freshmen. And we had like a living room, which was a common area, right? And the kitchen for the whole floor and bathrooms and stuff in our dorm, in our part of the dorm, right? So we had our suite. They call them suites, right? Right, suites, right? And one of the girls, Diana, she got so freaked out by this piece of art. It was very disturbing to her. And so we had to like have a floor meeting with the resident advisor, and I took it and put it back in the room. It was beautiful, but it was too disturbing for her again. And that's based on whatever. Freza, Diana York. She's from York, Pennsylvania. Her grandparents owned York Peppermint Patties. Yep. She was one of my dorm mates. So this is strength, fuerza, fire. Strength is fire, right? And we have 7 of Cups. So I realized that recently. I said, "Oh, those, that's who that was in my room." Oh, okay. The Magician, and that's Dali himself on that card as a magician. And that last supper that last supper table shows up in this card also. So I was like, okay. So years and years and years and years later, I was working on Rikers Island, and there was a painting, a print that Salvador Dali had done and donated it to the inmates at the facility on Rikers Island, and it disappeared off the wall. And I was on tour when that happened. I was working, so I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't even remember about college then. I was just like, wow, you know. He had come there and he had spoken to the inmates. And if you see the Dick Cavett interview, he anything with his signature on it would be worth something. And Dick Cavett had him sign something, and he did a painting right there, a painting, a sketch, a drawing right there with the markers. And I'm sure that Dick Cavett has that somewhere insured and hung. But anyway, this piece of artwork had been in the facility for many years, and one night it was gone, and they never recovered it. So that was interesting, and I was working there for that. So that's about the synchronicities, and why can't I ever remember this word? Y'all know what I'm talking about. um, Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Yeah. Oh, and this was the Queen of Cups, and you see the Queen of Cups has a mustache, just like Dolly, right? So this is about also androgyny, right? He was into that, and also his sister had some kind of strange crush on him, and she was it was known. And I think we had talked about that in a Capricorn video I did right earlier this month, which is weird. Okay, so that's another synchronicity, right? About sisters having that, siblings. But she was the one that had a crush. Yeah, yeah. And that was part of the reason why the father was upset too, because it was upsetting to the sister also, I guess, but she kept it to herself. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of swords. 9 of swords. It kind of looks like the American flag there, doesn't it? Just saying. And the 9 of pentacles. 9 of coins. 9 of pentacles. Okay, this is 4 of pentacles. So I just thought it was interesting, those synchronicities with my life story, just so out the corner. But somebody picked up on it, or it just happened again, and gave me a gift of these. I didn't know there was such a thing. But I am so grateful for them. That was the Queen of Swords here. Queen of Swords. And this was the 6 of Pentacles. And that was 3. I did 4 Pentacles. I did that already. Right. Justice. Justice is naked. She's not blind. Not in this. She's naked, though. But she's got the sword of truth behind her. Pointed down. Or is she ready to just pick it up at any moment? Interesting. And 4 of Cups. The Hangman. The Hanged Man. El Colgado. And El Diablo, the Devil. Mm. 1, 2, 3. 7 of Pentacles. Looks like a piece of toast to me too. Somebody is waiting, making the bread, working, putting in their investments. Okay. That's just what I saw. The Page of Swords. 2 of Cups. Huh. Oh. So there's an eye there. One person is laying down, the other one is running away. And there's an eye watching. Someone is it's weird because this eye, the bed is going through the eyes, like someone is reminiscing on a love that had left. Or they're seeing them leave to go somewhere else. That's weird for the 2 of Cups. Okay. That's just what I got. This is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. This is wishes, happiness, wishes, but this is like mature people. Could be against someone else's. Oh, could be against some parents' wishes. Achieving your dreams may go against what your parents' wishes are. Causing you to go after your dreams may cause your parents to turn their backs on you. I don't know what that is. Okay, folks, just this the message I'm getting off of the card. This is not a reading. But if something comes out makes sense to you, then hey, go with it and let the rest of us know. King of Coins. The Hermit. See, he don't got no dog in this one. Dog snuck off with the other guy. Loyalty. And he's looking for the dog too. He's trying to find his path. He's also like by himself. So it's a lonely road. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of Wands. King of Cups. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's the 10 of Cups. And see, Dali, his signature is right here, D-A-L-I. Each of these cards, his signature is somewhere in the art, in the card itself. Tiny or large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles. Mm. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of Wands. And this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. 5 of Wands. And this is the 3 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Page of Wands. Knight of Cups. Who this? Ace of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. No. Can't be 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. El Loco. The Fool. Now, who's got this associated with? This is Virgo. Right? Yeah. No, Scorpio. I have to look at it. 1 up and down. That's Virgo. This is Scorpio. Right? Unless it's something else. Don't hold me to that right now, folks. I'm high and hungry. Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight of Swords. Judgment. Adrucio. Pisces. Gemini. Pisces. Huh? Gemini. Right, Gemini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 5 of Swords. And there's 5 of Swords. And that might be Dali again in there. But you see there's a female figure here too. That's what I see. Dang. Okay. This is 2, 4. Oh, 6 of Swords. Usually you can tell that the card is upside down or not because of the signature also. That helps in case you think you might have gotten it upside down, the card inverted or reversed. And this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Wands. Someone got a bright idea. Defending their ideas. Someone's defending their idea. Or defending themselves. Protecting themselves. Okay. Okay. Cancer, the Chariot. Right? And we have the Sagittarius sign down there also. The Chariot. And we have the Lovers. That's the Virgo sign. Okay, the Lovers. Queen of Wands. Like I said, these are not always assigned to the exactly the way that regular tarot would be, because it's based on other factors that they go into in the book. The Star. 3, 6, 10 of Cups. Queen of Coins. Wheel of Fortune. Tower. Now, Tower, that has Aries symbol there. Okay. Page of Coins. El Mundo, the world. It's got Taurus assigned there. But we know that the world is all the earth signs, right? I mean, all of the elements. Temperance. And there's a sign for Aquarius. La Muerte, death. Capricorn. Capricorn don't get a break, does it? Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay. And Ace of Wands. Somebody wanted me to show that a little longer. And the Empress. And the Three of Pentacles. Beautiful deck, beautiful deck, beautiful deck. So, folks, that was the Dali deck by Salvador Dali, the Dali Tarot. All right. And this book, I think it's 184 pages. Right. But again, illustrations are very large, detailed. And this was a gift set. So thank you so much. Even though I know some people weren't appreciating the series that we were doing, that I had done for the masculine, for the males, someone appreciated it. So I appreciate them appreciating that and gifting us with this deck. Oh, I don't know. Okay. My girlfriend was talking to me and she wanted to know. The girlfriend that bought me the fruitcake. Did I say that? My neighbor that came from all the way out east brought me a fruitcake. Right. I did say that I am going to devour. So she called me and we were talking politics because we miss each other from that conversation. She moved away about 4 years ago. And again, I missed her a lot, because we used to just talk, we weren't like in each other's houses all the time and none of that. But if I was really, really having a problem, or she was really, really having something going on, it was like I wasn't her friend, but I wasn't like a family member. But same with her, like we could understand one another. We were both single women, independent. She's actually from Great Britain, and she's a nurse. And we could understand one another. We had similar upbringings and stuff. And we could, bounce things off of one another. She practiced Buddhism. That was the neighbor. I think I might have said that she said at one time she was standing outside of my house. And this is before she really knew me that well. And she was doing her Nam Myoho Renge Kyo outside in her yard about 4 or 5 in the morning. And she said that she could feel the energy coming off my house. She said, it's like you got soldiers protecting your house. I was like, what? She said, don't. She said, I felt it. And she said, I had to ask them to please excuse me. I was just over here doing my prayers and I didn't mean any harm to you or your family. And she was serious. And she feels like that to this day. She'll tell you that, so I thank God for her. But yeah, she was always someone there, you know, we were there for each other, just to bounce things off of, and Shannon as cry when we didn't want anybody else to see us cry. So she's been gone. Over the last few years, she and her husband bought a new home further out on the island, and but she always remembers me. She always remembers me, and she reminded me that I can call and talk to her anytime, and that's good to know. So maybe people that you don't think you have a connection with anymore, if you're home and need someone to talk to, maybe somebody would be more than happy to hear from you, or is wishing maybe they a friend, someone who won't judge, and someone who knows the struggle, and if they don't know the struggle, at least they can understand and be helpful and not judgmental. We all need people like that in our lives, right? Good friends. So anyway, talking about being judgmental, she wanted to know what the heck is going on with what's going to happen with Mike Pence. Is he going to stand up for the American people, or is he going to, and verify the electoral college, which is a formality that he has to do anyway, or is he going to allow himself to be hoodwinked by losers and attorneys and that crowd? So I don't know. So I said, let Salvador Dali tell us, right? Okay, so let's see if we can get something real quick. Can you give me a message here? What should we expect? Or what should we expect as far as Mike Pence on January 5th, I think it is, or January 6th, whenever he's supposed to be acting to certify the election in the Senate, U.S. Senate. Now, this is the part of the reading y'all who are not interested can just flip over on, and this is okay. Okay, so we have the bottom of the deck, Death card, El Muerta. And we have the 2, 4, 6, 7 of coins. Someone's waiting. 10 of wands. 3 of wands. See, I told her that he can't wait to put down this burden and get away. I told her that. That's what I felt, and I think that's what we're being told here. That he knows this is at the end, and there's temperance underneath that. He's being patient and he's waiting. And the next card here is El Mundo, the end. He's waiting patiently to put down this burden so he can move on. He sees the end of this burden. All right, that's just me. That's just the energy I just got. Wow. All right, let's see. Death. I'm going to hold it just in case somebody wants to screenshot it and read it for themselves. Right, so now, this is about something coming to the end, depending on whether you consider this good or bad. You will experience joy or sorrow. The card also warns that there is something you must attend to. You have to let go of something and create some space in which the rose may blossom. The wide open landscape and the long lines emphasize the impression of great openness, perhaps even eternity. The high-flying swallow evokes a feeling of exuberance. So somebody's going to be glad to be rid of the situation. Branches growing out of the tree can be interpreted as signs of new life. Note that this card is not the last of the 22 major arcana. It is only number 13. Life goes on. The blossoming rose reminds us that life, and especially love, are stronger than death. Love is stronger than death. One can be dead while still alive, and one may live long after one has died. Death is not nothingness. It is the destroyer of illusions and all that no longer fits into your life. It is a part of the process of metamorphosis. The aim is for all of your desires and fears to be cleansed and clarified. Thus, we become willing and ready again and serenely open. The question of what you want to experience, create, and harvest in this life becomes even more pressing. This card can also imply that you feel threatened by violence and destruction, perhaps even glorify death. Brutality does not only hurt the other, but yourself. Learn to put your power to good use on your own behalf and not against others. If you want your life to be fruitful, you have to attend to what needs to be done at the right moment. Which one of your fruits is ripe? What is still missing? What is no longer fitting? How do you realize your desires? Okay. This is an original work by Salvador Dali for this tarot. Okay. So this was that card was made specifically for this deck. All right. So let's do real quick the 7 of coins, which is part of the minor arcana. This is so interesting. I think that we get the gist here. So, but that still doesn't tell me which way he's going to, go. It depends, I guess, on his... I don't even want to get into it. Anyway, I think maybe his wife will be the one to save us. Because, that's what happened. Dolly Madison saved the... Isn't that what happened with Dolly? Was she married to James Madison yet? I guess so. But anyway, she's the one that saved the Constitution and all that from being burned. And the was it the Spanish-American War or was it the British? Somebody burned the White House, and she saved the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution from being destroyed. Okay. I'm just saying. So, 7 of Coins talks about a balance sheet. See? A balance sheet. Whether a mountain of hardships or sorrows is already behind us or still to be climbed, this card is all about reviewing results and determining new goals. Are we satisfied with the results of past efforts? Are we happy about the way we achieved our goals? The results are the mirror of our lives. Emotional and mental clarity are only of value if you put it to good use. The fruits of our efforts will only make us happy and satisfied if we relate them as true expressions of our authentic selves. Facing contradictions. Let's do that. Mm-hmm. All right. That's probably not high enough. Ooh, don't get burned. Okay. Move it out of the way of the candle. See if we can do it without losing it. Got it? So, right. So the 7 of coins. Facing contradictions offers a special chance to contemplate the self and to be contemplative. We will gain our own measure and recognize our true talents only by evaluating our own experiences. Every one of us possesses special talents. Talent is not something exotic, but shows itself in always mastering the next step and accomplishing the task of your daily life in your own way and according to your own standards. Through your personal talent, you make a difference in the world. If you examine social norms, you will find out whether or not they function for you. Objective facts and subjective questions are linked and yet different. There are objective matters that you will only be able to solve by realizing your own destiny, your own purpose in life, your own individuality. Each success will confirm that you are indeed in the right track. But even failures are important if they reveal to you what is not your purpose in life and not your destiny. So, learning from your experiences, right? The time that you put in towards towards your destiny, and knowing that even those things that are failures are important experiences. For your current situation, you are called upon to look for signs and interpret them. Sometimes even stumbling blocks can give you important clues. Search and find until you see clearly. If you can find your own measure, you will grow with your task, and your task will grow with you. And the name of this piece of art is The Death of the Virgin. Mm. Hmm. All right. Still not saying that you're going to do the right thing, folks. 10 of Wands. mm. Mm. 10 of Wands. Okay. Mm-hmm. 10 of Wands. So put him back here too, up here too. See that. 10 of Wands. Mm. A fulfilled life. This card shows a heavily burdened figure warning not to become too weighed down by life. The ghostly face in the left upper corner represents, in this context, a bad conscience or the always demanding superego. Maybe, well, first of all, Pence is a narcissist also, but a superego that, yeah, maybe Trump is too much for him. It looks like someone shouting at somebody. But this card can also be interpreted in a totally different way. Dali, who also often made fun of the Catholic Church, demonstrates in this picture the positive meaning of the Christian symbol of the cross. The burdened figure at the center represents Jesus, who carries the cross, and the 10 wands on his shoulder, all at the same time. To carry 10 wands means to accept all available energies, all instincts, purposes, and motives. To make a bundle of 10 wands means nothing less than to accept life with all of its energies and tasks unconditionally and in its totality. This is also the true meaning of the cross. The cross is a symbol. As a symbol, is much older than Christianity. Like the circle or the square, it stands for the division and integration of all forces. For example, the 4 points on a compass. The Christian maxim, those who love Jesus, honk, those who love Jesus should take up his cross and follow him, has the positive meaning of accepting life unconditionally and committing yourself wholeheartedly. Dali shows this absolute devotion to life in a remarkable manner. The butterflies symbolize transformational power, and viewed in this way, the card represents a clear conscience and the vision of a meaningful purpose in life. Throw off your old burdens and wake up to what is actually going on. Only by giving your undivided attention and affection to someone or something will you be able to completely understand him or her or it. Only by giving your undivided attention and affection to someone or something will you be able to completely understand him, her, or it. You have to go forward and commit yourself. This way you will always be a step ahead. Depending on what side you're on, that's not boding well. mm. 3 of Wands. Okay, here we go. 3 of Wands. The human longing for distant shores shows up on this card in several forms. Now, they said that Pence already has his trip out of the country scheduled for January 5th, whatever day it is that he's going to be presiding over the Senate. And this is just a formality, what he's doing, because the vice president is the president of the Senate. Also, that's his other duty. But he's never there because that's why Mitch McConnell runs stuff, because he's the speaker of the Senate, right? He's the ranking member, the majority leader, right? And if something were to go wrong, that's why the vice president can come in and break a tie, or, has to preside over impeachments and that kind of stuff, at least start it off, right? The human longing for distant shores shows up in this card in several forms. The big ship symbolizes wanderlust, the spirit of adventure, and the yearning for faraway places. The female silhouette does not represent any particular woman, but women in general. The mother archetype, or the female principle, the feminine principle. Many philosophers have described the ocean as eternally feminine, the source and aim of all our striving. The female silhouette and the ship hint at opposing desires, the longing for closeness and the desire for remoteness, for home and abroad, arrival and departure. This requires a lot of practical experience and individual metamorphosis. Personal advances, represented by the butterfly, unite instincts and actions, symbolized by the wands and the ship. So, butterfly, can we get that here? Yeah. Butterflies, the wands, and the ship, right? And down here is the feminine energy. So again, we're talking about that Olokun figure, that Yemiya figure, right? That energy. This requires a lot of practical experience and individual metamorphosis, okay? Personal advances represented by the butterflies, unique instincts and actions symbolized by wands and ship, patiently and serenely, the shadowy woman and the ocean, in such a way that one does not take precedence over the other. So the ocean and the woman are equal. What's so special about this image is the way that the woman and the ship are connected. Even the greatest of undertakings are based on aspects close to hand, namely in personal relationships. It is contact with others that gives us the energy and fuel to go forth into the furthest corners of the earth. And the advice is acting half-heartedly is a waste of time. If you put all your efforts and all of your energy into something, you will succeed. Become clear what it is that you want to achieve and which personal and emotional needs are related to your most important goals. Deliberate action is the key to passion as distinguished from mere enthusiasm. Be aware of what you are doing. Okay, folks. This, whatever's happening, something's coming to an end. Something is changing, something is over. And I think it's saying that this is something that he's contemplating, whether or not he's going to do the right thing or not. And what is that going to have? What effect is that going to have on his political career in the future, if he wants one? But again, he is a narc also. He's a covert narcissist. And a covert narcissist will undermine narcissists at the end. Could stab him in the back. Could. Interesting. He could. Trump could resign and Pence take over, and Trump think that Pence is going to pardon him, and Pence doesn't. Possible, but I'm sure they'll have that written somewhere first before anything happens. But whatever, the idiots, whatever they write, it probably won't stand up in court because they make silly errors, even when they're submitting paperwork to the court. Okay. And we did say that we had temperance and the world behind that. The world waits is what I just heard. The world will be waiting patiently to find out what the end is. Page of coins. Some information about some stability, a message about, we're waiting to hear what's going to happen next. We're on pins and needles. We don't know. Well, anyway, let's see if we can get anything else, but not right now, right? This is enough. So we'll leave us, the world, waiting for the world to change. Waiting for the world to change. Okay. We'll see. So anyway, thanks everybody. And again, I hope everybody is having a good holiday. Reach out, if you need to speak to somebody, please do that. 1-800 numbers, Alcoholics Anonymous, New York Health, for those in New York State, I know. But most states, especially at this time, they have people who are around who are willing to talk and just be an ear to give you some guidance and some objective, an objective ear, just someone to listen. Because sometimes that's all you need, right? Somebody to listen to you, right? So that won't be judgmental. So reach out to those sources. There's some information underneath this video. If not, it'll be, it's on the About page for this channel. And I want to thank everybody so very much for being so loyal and so good. over these past 3-4 years now that I have been blessed and guided to share these messages. And keep praying for me, and I'll keep praying for you. And we will see each other real soon. All right. So I love you guys. And don't forget, check out that deck, and I will put links to information about Salvador Dali. And you tell me what you think about this deck. I think it's beautiful. And again, thank you so very much, my patron, for gifting me with this book. And that wasn't the only gift. Believe that there was another part of this beautiful offering that was given by this one of my subscribers, and I again appreciate him so much. So I'll be sharing the rest of those gifts with you at a later date. So thank you so very much, and I'll be talking to everybody real soon. All right, love you guys. Be blessed. Ashe. Keep praying. Amen. Namaste. Peace.